Hey everybody, Oddbluepony here with another episode of our Let's Play The Witness. So, you might notice that I sound a little differently this episode, and that's because I am using my new headset to go along with my computer. And so, please let me know if you have any issues with how the audio sounds. I tried to troubleshoot it as much as I could. And I think I basically got it so that it's fairly comparable. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's not as good. Hang on, let me turn up my volume real quick so I can actually hear. There we go. That's interesting. Also interesting that it's lit up. Huh. I also like the Okay, let's go ahead and start on getting these puzzles solved. This is definitely a pathway somehow. I just gotta figure out how. Interesting. What does this do? Oh, two sets of doors. Well, this is interesting. And what is this? Oh, jeez. Well, this looks like our puzzle. And I believe it has to do with... Interesting. Can't move, but we can move this. So how do we get the right angle for this? Oh geez. That was a very dramatic noise. Has something to do with trees. And also about perspective, I'm guessing. Because I think this is the start point and this is the end point. Just like this. Now for this guy... I think this is our start point right here. Like so? No? Man, I thought that was gonna be it. Let's see. Is there any way we could modify it from what we did? Not quite. Oh, do we have to go back and solve? No? Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, we have to light it back up? Okay. Now... This is broken off here, it looks like. So maybe we're supposed to go like this. There we go! Yeah, see, there's the pieces on the ground right there. Tricky, tricky. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Okay, now this... we're gonna have to go around to the other side for. Right here. So it's a zigzag. But opposite. There we go. Just wanted to triple check that one. I'm actually kind of digging these types of puzzles. Now, is this trying to tell me the path? This looks like we could maybe interpret this as an end point. But I'm not entirely sure because to solve this we have to go around in that bamboo forest. I'm curious what else there is, or if this last gate is... No, I think there were more, like, going into that cliffside that we saw. Okay, I think that this might be the start point. But I'm not really sure of the path, if that's supposed to be the end point. Yes, there's these guys that I don't even know how to get to. Well, I guess down there. That's how you get to them. So, let's see. Looks like it might be picture time. Gotta get it lined up just right. Okay, it's gonna be something like that. You hear that crackling? Sounds like fire. There we go. Now, the question is, do each of these routes give us different answers? This doesn't look like it would work. And that could maybe potentially work. Actually, looking at this again, let's see. Almost forgot I could try and solve it from up here, but I don't think I actually can because of this right here. Let's see. There we go. All about getting the right angle. But we still don't have the solution for this. Let's go down here. Oh, interesting. Another one of these with the the flower things. Which reminds me, we still need to go and listen to that other flower shape. I think we might actually have like 2 or 3 that we have to listen to. Now how do we get back in here? I'm just taking a couple guesses right now. Because I really believe that this in the courtyard has to do with this. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing right now. But the issue is we don't have a lot of input as to what the actual path looks like. And we can't do loops like that. The other question is, why would we open that? And like the only thing I can think of is because you need to get to the laser box. This is really my favorite area in the game, this big giant waterfall. So this cord, I wonder if there's another set of puzzles, if I need to solve that, oh yeah, there's these. So... how... oh, I bet this right here. Oh, not quite the right... there we go. There's this one. I like that this is kind of like a modified version of that fall forest. But I definitely like these a lot better. I think that this really plays to my strong suit of perception. No. What is even up with this? Maybe, oh, now we're switching over to the actual pathway now, I bet. Yep. Now for this guy, we only have partial information. Ugh, really ugly partial information. Because I'm pretty sure that this little knot is the start point, but it goes in like 3 different ways. That's the end. Okay. Oh, there's a twig on the ground. Where did that break off of? Maybe it's like... no, that wouldn't work. If I could figure out where it broke off of, that would be very useful, but I don't see... an obvious breakpoint like we looked at before where it was jagged. Was that it? Nothing very obvious. Let's experiment with the information we do have. Oh, nice. I did not expect that to work, but I'm glad it did. So that lights up our box outside. Wow, well, I think this might be a record for us. And we didn't even need to solve the gate door. But I'm guessing that, as I've had it point out, it will change our number of puzzles solved, which is important in some way. Probably mostly for if you're trying to go for 100%. Nice. I'm glad that the tree did not block the laser. I was a little concerned about that. Well, I'm a little sad that we went through this so fast. Okay, well, where else have we... We have the town, which I am definitely gonna try and save for last. We have that quarry over there. And we have my self-proclaimed arch nemesis, the color swamp. Which I kind of think I should just do. I did all of these. It's really weird to me that this learning area is a dead end. What did this light up? Oh, really? This whole... Oh, I get it. So if you solve it so that this middle piece is closer to that, it'll move over there, and the other way was back that way. So this is all we needed to do all along. Oh my gosh. I think going and doing the quarry actually really helped. with that because... Sorry, I'm looking at this. I feel like this might have been a pathway to solve while it was moving. That's why it was going so slow. So anyway, doing the quarry really helped because we had to basically draw what we wanted to happen. So that helped tremendously. Okay, and now we have a new learning area. Huzzah! Okay. That'll open this door, which we don't really need open, I don't think. Maybe we do. Okay, so we got... Ooh, how are we gonna do this? Because you can see our problem here. It's a 4. So what if... How am I gonna do that, actually? Oh, it's a 4. Duh. So that means... This is kind of what we're trying to do, but how do we do that and be able to get to the exit? Oh, really? None of them? Okay, we also have to consider the other issue that we have being that these two can't exist with this. Like, they basically are this tall. And... So how are we gonna do that? Unless it's saying we can do that? No. I did not expect so. What if... No, cause the shape has to be included too. Man, I was so excited because I felt like we got unstuck, and now we're just stuck again. Let's try this area. Okay, so we got this shape and a 4, so we got that. Except we want to do that one probably last. And then we also have one of these. And they're all spread out, so they can't really be combined with each other. Like that. There we go. And this is exactly the same? Why would it be exactly the same? these look like bigger squares than this. Oh, but the grid's not as big, I see. So now the shapes can be combined together. So we want to do that last, actually. So we're going like... So this is the overall shape that we're looking at. So how can we do that shape and end in the right spot? Because if we start and go the other way, we won't have the bottom done. But what if we don't do it that way? What if we exclude that area? So we just... We have the same problem. I mean, I knew those were going to be wrong. I'm just experimenting at this point. So that's those two, and then we want to add in this, which I still don't see a way to do it. Oh, I guess if we did this backwards we would have ended in the right spot. So let's try... No, because we're going to have the same issue. Funny how just a small difference can actually change much more. I feel like I'm onto something with this idea. No, understand. I mean, I know what I have to do, but just condensing it down that much really makes such a big difference. Let's go back to this, I guess. Not that we're having much more luck with this, but... You think it might be more like that? Let's try it. Although I don't know how I'm gonna make the shape and able to exit. Because that's a different issue. Oh boy. See, I don't really like these ones because you have to visualize in your mind. There's not something that I can use as like a reference, like with the shadow tracing or that temple thing that we just went to. Oops. Like, it comes down to one of those things, like, how do you know if you can rotate something or not? See, it doesn't like that. Oh, what if if we combine them and we put the big one on the bottom? Went like this. So those two at the bottom are on top of the long one? Okay. Now this looks exactly the same to me, but the gap is over there. So we can do basically the same thing except, no. Like this. Okay. Now this guy... We've got a 2 and a 1 and a 4. How? How in the heck? I mean, it... No, but... I don't know why these two are flashing. That should have worked. 1, 2... Oh, I see. I see the issue. Boy. Be like this. I don't get it. Like, there's no way that... So we have this shape. We somehow have to include those other two. So, I mean, we could do like the 2 and the 1. Like this. But then it's not included. The 2 is not in the loop. Or we could do... like this, but again, it's not in the loop. Okay, what if this is the 2, and then we do 1, and then 4? Like that? No? Because this is too long. There we go. Okay, now this guy... We got one of these, and that. But then we got this right here. So what if we added it on? Start here. Right? And then... two... No, I can't do that. There we go. So basically what I did there is I shifted this 2 to the very end. And then what did that do? Oh, light up down there. And then we still have this door. I don't know. know that we understand, unless... What if we swapped them? Like, had this one on the bottom and this one on the top. Which would be... something like this. But then we've got that long piece. Which I have no clue how he's gonna fit in. Okay, what if... What if we put this guy over here and then push these ones over, so it would be here, except the bottom one maybe, so it would be like this, and then does that make sense? No. Be like that. And then other one would be like this. Oh, but then that shape's not included. But I think we're close. I don't know that getting this open is important. So this is just a big square. This is a small square. God, and this is... Let's see, how big is that? That's 4? So all the way across? Then what in the heck? Okay, so it's like... this shape, but not because of obvious reasons. Okay. What if we do this? There we go. Now this guy. Is a rectangle. No. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be 4 across and 3 down. So that should have worked. Why? I mean, I guess not really a rectangle, because this boy, it's... I don't even know, like... I think there's 2 squares between it, so it's like this and this. and then you add in okay, so it's this and then you add in a 3 down, which could be this, all of that, and then we don't have enough space for that other shape. Oh gosh, is it just like that? No. Does it seem like I'm close to that? I don't know, I think I am. So... I don't see it. Because I feel like this and that could go in the middle of these two, right? Because it would be 2... So you'd have a shape like this, right? Right like this. I keep coming back to this because we have... Gosh, I'm going to point at the screen and you won't be able to see what I'm talking about. So, because we'll have 2... This... I guess 2... Then we could do 3. And then 2... No, and then 2 and the L. And then 2. So... Was it this that I just traced out? Yep, okay. Okay, now we're dealing with rotation. Oh, really? I thought that was gonna be right. No? Don't like that either? Oh, wrong size. Boy, can't. Oh boy. Okay, well what if we do that? No, can't do that. That's obviously wrong. Okay. Okay. I think, like, in preparation for this, I need to, like, go back and play some Tetris to think about how these shapes will, like, fit together if you rotate them. And this is just a weird one because it's one giant shape. And it can't be that way. And maybe I could, no, it can't be that way. What if, there we go. That is lighting up all the way over here. So it can't be this, so I'm guessing it's probably straight across. So then we have this. No, because that shape has to be included in this shape. No. How in the heck? Oh, it's only 4 across, not 5 across. So it can't be on the bottom here. So then what can we put on? I guess we could do 4. No, that's 3. So what can we put on the bottom? Do that. Um, can't do 4 across, but we could do 4 across. Be there. And then so we do, come back, 4 across, just for visualizing. And then we could do 2 down, 1 in, and then we could put this sucker on the end. Like so. Now, is there a way to do that and include that shape down there? Okay, well, what if we did 4 across and then this, like that? do... No, because... Okay, what if we put this guy right here, and then put the 4 down like that. But then what are we going to do with that 3? Okay. What if we put the 3 right here? Four down. And that L. There we go. Okay, now... Could these 2 fit on either side of this if it got rotated the right way? I don't think so, but I think it could make it look like this, though. Right? No, that's too high. Make it look like that. But then where would the L go? Where would it do that? Guess it could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. I am having such a hard time picturing these in my head. Okay, well... That could make it 3 wide. This could make it 4 wide. Because they're all 2 down with like 1 across, except... I don't know. I also don't know how long this episode's been, but we've made a lot of pretty good progress. So, I would like to take another look at the lake that we've been visiting so frequently. And then we can stop here. Or stop there, I should say. Not quite long enough. I think I had the right idea though. Probably started too late, unfortunately. Okay, here we are. Maybe the lilies are opening or closing. There's also, I feel like, less yellow lilies than there was. Oh, this is on the surface. I don't remember this being on the surface. Is it just the water draining? I think it is. I think the water's draining. But it seems like it's only noticeable from that one spot right now. Triangles. I don't think those were in the water before. Man, this game really is pretty. Oh, hello. Are you a path too? You are. I just have to find the right angle. Right here. Oh. I I think the water level needs to get lower. Unless... Never mind. Sweet. This wouldn't work. I was really hoping that our new knowledge of these shapes would help us. Am I doing this too large? I am. I need to remember that these fit together. But I don't think that they fit together. Oop, ah! In a way that'll help me. Oh well, I tried. I'll come back and try again. Okay guys, well I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here. When we come back, I think I'm probably going to do another sweep around the island and pick up all the recordings that I have spotted before, and as well as finally go back to that movie, video place, wherever you want to call it, and watch those films that we picked up along the way. So, so glad to have you guys along for the ride. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play with Pony.